Hello. So, it is time for week 4 of GSC Season 4. I can't believe we're already at week 4, to be honest, but here we are. This time, we're against Bailey and the Pittsburgh Regis Steelers. Bailey is someone who, again, I don't believe we've actually played, on camera, but is someone who I have played twice. Fun fact, Bailey actually was the reason why I was knocked out of Season 2, because they 6-0'd me with a Mega Aerodactyl, which was the only way they got the right amount of differential points that we would face in round 1 of playoffs as well, because they weren't guaranteed to make playoffs at that point, and that 6-0 made it so not only did they make playoffs, we faced again in playoffs and then proceeded to beat me again. So Bailey's good. Despite their 1-2 record, they made some transactions during week 3, including dropping the Heatran that I initially wanted, but even after they dropped it, I couldn't figure out a way to make it work with my team. So, I haven't made any transactions as a result. Their team, as of right now, consists of Mega Diancie, Tapu Fini, Landorus Spherian, Haxorus, Incineroar, Registeel, Licky Licky, Boltund, and Ninjask. Oh, and Superior, sorry. Kind of read it in a different order because the transactions kind of make it so it looks like it's not really in a standard order. It's not like the order they drafted it in. So, yeah. It just kind of makes things a bit clearer on, like, value on stuff as well. So they have a lot of offensive threats and a lot of really bulky threats as well. Landorus and Incineroar, I feel like I'm playing VGC over here. Even Fini as well kind of goes into that extent as well, to be honest. Really bulky mons that can do good amounts of damage as well as pivot, or, well, Fini can't, but also Fini can win the game with Calm Mind, or be Specs, or Scarf. I would expect offensive. It is their fairy type. Well, it's one of their 2 fairy types. I forgot they have 2 in Mega Diancie as well. They also, for Dragapult, they actually have quite a lot. They have the double fairy. They've got Incineroar, one of the best bulky dark types. That, Umbreon, and Mandibuzz are kind of the big 3, to be honest. And they have Licky Licky. So boy, are they ready for Pult. So yeah, Pult's not going to have the easiest of times. Haxorus is an easy, just late game win condition for them. I don't actually have a good fairy type, so Haxorus is not a bad win condition for them. Superior, they've actually used quite a lot. Turns out Superior gets Defog. I didn't know this. I probably would have picked Superior a long time ago if I knew this, but apparently it's Defog. That, along with Landorus, is going to be their main form of removal, if they so choose to bring it. As for their setters, again, Landorus and Registeel are going to be the main 2, so rocks are going to be pretty prevalent, I would imagine. So, they've got, like I said, they've got the Licky Licky Wish Passer. Superior can win games on its own if it decides to go for the Leaf Storm contrary boosts. Mega Diancie is a threat, as always, but we do have a good check to it. The big deal breaker in this matchup is going to be Tapu Fini. Bulky Waters have proven to be not the easiest thing for my team to take on. So, yeah. Boltund, Ninjask, I don't expect them to come here. If they do, honestly, I'll be happy about it. For the 6 I have to be at least ready for, it is going to kind of be on that top end side. I'm going to be expecting Lando, Incin, Fini, Diancie, and I have to expect Superior Haxorus. If it's Registeel in one of those slots, that's fine. Or even taking over like the Incin slot or something, or maybe Licky comes. Somewhere in that 8 is what I'm expecting, but at the same time, I kind of have to be ready for Haxorus. I have to be ready for Superior. So, as for the team that I am bringing, it's gonna look a little familiar. It's the same 6 Pokemons we brought last week. There was some, I believe, some pretty different stuff. So, notably, we're going offensive Blastoise. I believe again, actually. We went offensive Blastoise last time, but this time we're intending to actually clean up the game with this Blastoise. If Finny goes down, Blastoise can win the game on its own. One Rapid Spin with this investment outspeeds everything, barring Boltund and Ninjask, and I guess any Scarfers. Water Pulse, Ice Beam, and Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon is just something to hit the Finny, but Water Pulse, Ice Beam with like this offensive presence really will help a lot. Even if it's just to break down the team, like it's going to do really good damage to a lot of Pokemon. And I'm actually rash with 68 attack. Now, initially I had even more attack, but I made this Blastoise like a week ago, and I don't know why I had that exact attack investment entirely. I looked at the stats and kind of made some adjustments accordingly. Originally, it was actually the fact that my speed was only actually outspeeding Diancie. So I decided, hey, because I'm running Rash and the attack investment for the Rapid Spin of all things, I'm gonna run more speed to make sure I actually outspeed the Superior at +1. Now, why am I running attack investment at all? With a little bit of attack investment, it really helps pick up the KO on Superior. Ice Beam at minimum does about 80% to offensive Superior. Rapid Spin kind of increases that odds a lot, and after Rocks, Rapid Spin plus Ice Beam is a kill on offensive Superior. If offensive Superior decides to come. If it's defensive in any capability, it will need 2 Ice Beams regardless, but I'm going to be Rapid Spinning regardless anyway, so, you know, may as well have the attack investments in there. Blastoise is going to be used as an offensive piece this match, which means some of our other defensive pieces are going to have to pick up the slack in other departments. Well, it's not a defensive piece, however, is Dragapult. We are Life Orb offensive with no U-turn, and we're special. The reason for no U-turn is I want all the coverage, and I want Dragapult to come in and just break. The idea being of just like, I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to start smacking things. And that's it. That's literally the whole idea. Enough speed to outspeed Superior, as well as a little bit extra. Go for a Life Orb number, because there was no point increasing my HP by 3 points, just to take more Life Orb damage. So Draco, Meteor, Shadow Ball, Surf, and Thunderbolt. Obviously, we're going to want Thunderbolt for the Finny, and the Surf for the Incineroar, which means their main switching should be Licky Licky, and that's not going to appreciate a Draco. Neither is Incineroar, to be honest, but Surf means I can just I can spam Surf, and while I was physical last time with Life Orb, this time I'm special, and I'm intending to stay in, and not, you know, just muck around with U-turning and things like that. This time I'm intending to stay in and hit things hard. So, that's the idea with Dragapult. Try and break with it a little bit here. Next up, Special Adventure of Jirachi, they have a Mega Diancie, and this is the only reason why I'm not so worried about it. Iron Head with no investment is a KO on even max HP Diancie, which protects Stealth Rock and Iron Head. Getting Rocks up to help to, like, slow down the pivoting on certain Pokemon is going to be quite nice. I wanted a different move other than Protect. The only consideration was U-turn, but I was like, I may as well make sure that my Wish Passer is actually alive, because Wish Passing to quite a few things would be quite nice, especially if I can get them healed up, especially due to, you know, Life Orb being a thing. But this does make me feel a lot more better about Diancie, because otherwise I wouldn't feel as comfortable about it, but, you know, with Jirachi I feel fairly comfortable against Diancie. I wanted to run a couple other things. I wanted to run Thunderwave, for example, but there's this thing called Tapu Fini, and it stops status, and I don't like that, so, you know, we're going to have to play around that a little bit. It's also just, like, part of the reason why Entei's not actually coming. We'll get to that in a little bit, but first of all, Physical Defensive Mandibuzz. There's this also this Pokemon called Haxorus, and Haxorus is terrifying. Haxorus with a DD can win the game, because I don't have a good Fairy type, so just, you know, Outrage Earthquake or Dragonclaw Earthquake will ruin me. So, we've got Physical Defensive Mandibuzz. It's the best physical defensive thing I can really go for, that's not going to guarantee to have super effective damage against. It could have Stone Edge, but I just kind of gotta pray. This, because of the leftovers, kind of similar to what we did with the Mega late in the past, this means we can live, this gives us the best chance of living 2 Jolly Life Orb Outrages from Haxorus. After the leftovers, it's a 4.7% chance for it to get the KO Jolly Life Orb. Defog, Roost, Foul Play, and U-Turn, I couldn't justify running Boots. As much as I wanted to, I need those leftovers to make sure I get that roll in my favor. Because honestly, without those leftovers, it goes from a 4% chance to get the 2 at KO to about a 60% chance. There's a reason why I like leftovers. We've got Foul Play on there. Similar reason to when we had it against Glade. After a Dragon Dance, so they could be Swords Dance as well. You got to remember that. So this is Haxorus. After a Dragon Dance, they will KO themselves to Life Orb after a Foul Play. It doesn't. If it doesn't just kill them outright, it does 95 to 117. Like percent. So that means like either the Life Orb will take them out if they're Life Orb, or if they're not Life Orb, then there's about 70% chance they just die to Foul Play anyway after a Dragon Dance. And if it's Swords Dance, they're dying anyway, so. They could be running some bulk as well. That's not factored into that calc, but yeah. This is my defog of the week, but I am running Rapid Spin on Blastoise, so I don't feel too bad about not having Boots on the Mandibles. Big Pets is just there because there is literally nothing that's going to be affected by Overcoat in this match. So I figured Big Pets could come up. I'm not sure where, but you know, if it does, then hey ho. Obviously, U-Turn is great for pivoting as well. Next up, Terrakion. Terrakion was like the last Pokemon that got added to this team. Because it was between that and Entei. Because like in the slash slot, whatever I was gonna add, it was just gonna be weak to Finny. Unless I added exactly Rotom Fan. But I felt really bad because, like, I was gonna have to run, like, a Will-O-Wisp set into, like, just because of Landorus T. And it was, like, it was really awkward and I couldn't really justify it. So I went with basically the same set as last week, where I ran Sub SD. Sub SD still does really well here, and can be an excellent win condition. It could also just help break things. The other thing as well is, Registeel could be an issue to actually break if I don't have either Entei or Terrakion. So I wanted one of the two, and Terrakion is the one that does more damage into Finny, to be quite honest. Life Orb Terrakion does, you know, even against physically offensive Finny, it does like 30% with like, with Stone Edge. Oh no, that was about Life Orb. So about 40% with Stone Edge. So, you know, a crit into, you know, into a Stone Edge would actually get the kill. Swords Dance, Sub SD with the Life Orb, I think, the damage with the Life Orb really does help here, so. And I imagine there's going to be quite a few things trying to switch in on the Terrakion. So I knew I wanted Sub regardless, and I just couldn't think of a better move. Like, I could have picked Poison Jab for the Finny just to do better damage into it, but honestly, at most, it was doing like 4% more, and I was like, I could just run Swords Dance, and because if I get a Swords Dance off, there's a chance that the game just ends, so. And last but not least, Serena. We are kind of a faster, bulky offense Serena with the Assault Vest. Power Whip, U-Turn, High Jump Kick, and Triple Axle. This is to kind of cover the things that generally want to switch into Serena, notably Incineroar and Landorus. Triple Axle for the Landorus and even the Haxorus and the Superior as well. Really good for all of those. High Jump Kick for the Incineroar that would generally switch in quite easily. U-Turn to help pivot that, and the Power Whip, notably for the Tapu Fini. If it's physically defensive, it's still going to take a massive chunk, and if it's anything but physically defensive, it's dying. So, yeah, we need Serena here. With the Assault Vest as well, and the HP investment that we have, we can take 2 Specs Moonblasts and live. That is what I was mainly going for. We also have a good amount of speed, and then speed is actually to outspeed a no-speed Landorus. In case it is a defensive Landorus. If it is a defensive Landorus and we're intimidated, and we actually hit all 3 hits of Triple Axle, I know a lot of shocking things there, you know, actually hitting my moves, then it does 75% minimum to max HP, max defense Landorus while I'm at -1. So, yeah. If I'm not at -1, it's a kill. As long as I hit. So, yeah. Serena's really important here because it's going to be our main way of actually breaking through the Finny. I couldn't justify Rotom here because otherwise I actually was going to struggle breaking through Registeel, and everything else was kind of necessary. Blastoise is going to be the main plan to try and sweep through the team. Pult is here to break, and is actually good into just breaking a lot of different things due to its coverage. Jirachi is here because of Mega Diancie. Mandibuzz is here due to the numerous physical attackers, and notably the Haxorus. Which I would have 100% expected, to be honest, because of a lack of Fairy type. So, like, Serena had to come, and then it was like, I kind of needed something to help break the Registeel, so it's Terrakion, so. Yeah, that is the team. Also, I should note with the Terrakion, we're only outspeeding Haxorus, because I'm not bothering to outspeed anything else. They can try and speed creep me if they want. That's fine. I would expect the Diancie to be faster than me regardless. If you also notice, just a random thing, I'm running 248 attack and 88 HP, whereas I could take a point out of HP and put it in the attack. And that is literally due to sub numbers. This means I get 86 HP subs, and I'm not on an odd number, sorry, an even number for subs. So, you know, if I sub 4 times, I technically can do it, but, you know, it's very unlikely that I can, with sub and life orb, it's quite unlikely, but it's just in case it's optimizations and things like that. Anyway, enough rambling. I'll see you guys for the match that I will be playing in a few hours from now, so I'll see you guys for that. Alright, it's time. It's time to take on Bailey. We're playing this a couple days later. They had some stuff come up. But let's do this. Alright, so... right. Something notable didn't come. Licky didn't come. Haxorus didn't come. Okay. No Haxorus is quite nice. Frees up my Mandibuzz quite a lot. Let me get the live battle link. Right, so what do we want to lead here? Something I never really considered is what's their Scarfer likely to be? Because it actually may be Scarflando. So, generally, Blastoise actually looks pretty solid here. Like I say, if this Finny goes down, then we're gonna be in good shape. I'm gonna lead Blastoise. I like Blastoise as a lead here. Yeah. Catches the Lando that maybe Scarfed and want to outspeed me. I mean, I'm Mega-ing and attacking. It's a question of what do I hit with. There's no way they stay in. The most likely thing that's going to happen is they just go into Finny. So I could just show the Flash Cannon. Yeah. I was going to make the turn 1 play. Yeah. Okay, that's definitely offensive. There's no way U-turn does that much. May even be more offensive than I realize. That may be more offensive than I realize. No, okay. Looking to be Scarfed, then. I'm going to assume Scarf until I see otherwise. U-turn, that doesn't really tell me anything. Actually, no. Something it does tell me is they're not no speed. Because I am running more speed than Orlando. a defensive Lando anyway. So it's at least offensive in some kind. Okay, they actually go to Superior. I'm a little surprised they went Superior. That's an unfortunate thing. Okay, so... I mean, I have Jirachi. Jirachi does really well into this. Let's see. Let me see against Superior, right? Superior. Scarf, okay. Flash Cannon. That is... Okay, it's got some bulk for sure. Could be max HP by the looks of things. So, I think I want to go to Rachi. Yeah. Like, Glare was going to happen. I think that was inevitable. They do go for the knockoff. Gonna smack it with an Iron Head. Synthesis, and then Leaf Storm is the last, or is it Defog? Because they kind of have to show it now if they've got it. That's unfortunate. Please don't Baron me, like, too many times, because I need to get this wish off. Okay, they go to Registeel. I'm gonna go to Blastoise. They put up rocks, I get my wish off, and I'm here to Rapid Spin as well, so... Like, I'm fine with this. So how much... Because I saw it wasn't... It's not likely got a lot of special defense. I need 65%. So I don't really want to go for it yet. Kind of want to just go back to Rachi. Put a wish in the air. Instinct comes in. And that's another full power. That's not really what I wanted to see. I kind of have to go Mandy here. They do go for the parting shot. It would have been nice to stay in and try for it, but like I just couldn't risk it. Like I can't lose Rachi yet, because if it is just going to start like being dumb and annoying, then I kind of need to do something about it. So let's just U-turn on out here. Interesting that they're not going to Finny on Blastoise, though they haven't really seen a reason to yet, so... Let's force something out of them here. I'm gonna sub. Yeah, so here comes Lando. Would a U-turn break a sub from a max attack Lando? Probably it would. No, it wouldn't. It would not break the sub. In fact, the only thing they can realistically go for here that would break the sub is EQ. So if I'm +1, Stone Age actually does get the kill. So let's find out if it's Scarfed. It is Scarf Lando. We now know this. I mean, I'm just going to make the safe play here. Do I want to make the safe play? What are they going to... They're going to go to Finny. Are they gonna go to Finny? I could be really greedy here and go for a Stone Edge. Because, like, if they don't go for it, because, like, they're Scarflander, we know this. Like, they don't outspeed Terrakion unless they're Scarfed. I obviously have a switch into Mandy here, but they also could just easily read this. I'm gonna make a... Okay, they stayed in. They stayed in. We go to Serena. And this is, like, not the worst thing, right? Because we have the triple axle. They go to Insyn. I actually have a reasonable amount of speed. So, bit of chip. Okay. And it is Boots, of course. Serena versus Insyn. With the Intimidate, we're not doing nearly enough. It'd have to be running a lot of speed, yeah. I have to run a lot of speed to outspeed me here. Just kind of go to Mandy here. I think they're gonna... No, you go for the knock. Okay. That's really nice. Especially because I actually want these rocks gone, because I am not Boots, and either way they'd knock me off. Toxic as well. Okay, so last move should be a fire move. So I'm just gonna roost on up here, keep myself healthy. Say parting shot for the momentum. I wasn't gonna get I couldn't get momentum on them anyway, so Diancie comes in. And unfortunately, Jirachi's gotten a little too low, I think, to deal with this thing. What's it called? Diancie. Yeah. Can only take one hit. Even then, I don't even think I could take Moonblast into Earth Power. I'd be at 57, down to 37, 43. It'd be a roll, not in my favor. I can't really let Mandy go down here. Like, really, I can't. I'm gonna have trouble breaking through that Finny. I think I have to just go Jirachi and pray. They go for it, they get a good roll. I'm gonna try and protect here. Those paras were just so unfortunate. Because I got parried on some really crucial wishes. Oh, I don't have the leftovers. That's the thing, I don't actually have the leftovers anymore, so I will die here. If they go for it. How much does Pult do to Diancie? Not enough. I think I just have to let Jirachi go here. Yeah. So this is where I can go to Terrakion. Well, actually, no, I can't go to Terrakion. They know I'm Life Orb. Actually, they don't know I'm Life Orb. So I'm gonna go to Blastoise here and kind of scare them out because I am a Blastoise. How much do I do again? So I'm wondering if Ice Beam is worth it here. Serp. Max HP. 65. Let's just go for Water Pulse here. Okay, they go to Finny. Takes 24%, has lefties. With Finny. That's more offensive. That is much more offensive, Finny. So that means my Flash Cannon is doing reasonable damage. Problem is, with Jirachi down, I don't really have a great switch into Moonblast. And Serena is not taking the hit well, but I've kind of got to go to it. It's Calm Mind, that's fine, because I have the AV. AV, please Power Whip, please. Yes, we were AV, we took out the Finny. That's so big. Zianzi comes in. We have to let this go. Oh, that's so big. That's such a big hit. Okay, we actually have a chance to win this game then. We have a really good chance to win. If we get a bit of chip on that Superior, we can do really good things. We just have to make sure Mandy's alive for this Scarf Lando in the endgame. I went for a Water Pulse last time. I think I'm just going to go for a Water Pulse this time. They're going to go to Superior. Alright, do I die to a thingy here? Yes, I do. What about my pull? Leaf Storm into Leaf Storm isn't a kill, but I will lose it. What about Mandy? Okay, no, that's... Mandy's fine, but Mandy can't hit it back, because I don't actually have a move to hit it. What it can do is let me go into Pult. Which I think is going to have to be the play. Ooh, they go to Registeel. Interesting. I'm going to U-turn here, for obvious reasons. Do I want to go to Blastoise? Yes. They put up rocks, I'm going to get my spin off here. The spin's really crucial, because that might actually put Superior in Ice Beam range. Think that might do it. Let me double check. Blastoise versus max HP Superior. It's leftovers, so we know it's not AV. 65%. Let's go for it. Nice. Blastoise is putting in work here. Diancie can't deal with this. Registeel's the only one who can. And even then, I don't think it's taken 2. Oh, it takes 2. And it is T-Wave. That is unfortunate. But we still have breaking power. And it is Spadef. That's good to know. She can stay in and go for another one. They protect to find out. And I get paralyzed. So they don't get to see what I was doing. But, you know, they should expect it. I really don't want to switch into Terrakion here. Not yet. They just Heavy Slam. Okay. So we know the full moveset. Bro, these powers, can we not please? Like, I'm taking chip for no reason. Like, it would be nice if I didn't. Okay. So can we count that? So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 powers in a row. So, to be faster than Orlando, hopefully? Bro, these powers! Okay, I've been powered 6 times. 358, not faster than Orlando yet, so we'll go for one more. This is ridiculous. I have been parried so many times. Confusion? Hit yourself? That's redemption. For how many times I got parried? Like, please understand that frustration. That is... And that was a protect, but I get parried. I've been parried 8 times. They hit themselves again. And they have to switch now. They go to Insin. And I get parried! Okay, we get the kill, though. Rare Steel comes back in. They protect. Because now they can take 2. But... I don't know if they've got enough... They've got to rely on paras here. They protect. They're giving it the best shot they've got, but I outspeed Scarf Lando at this point, I think. Actually, let me double check. Before I kill this thing and screw myself over... Jolly +1, I don't outspeed Scarf Lando. Let me outspeed Scarf Lando real quick. But do I have time to outspeed Scarf Lando? I've got to pray that I outspeed Scarf Lando and I don't get parried enough times. They go for a protect. I get paralyzed there, but can I not get paralyzed here? This is the big one. Don't get paralyzed here and we're fine. That or they sack something. They sack Lando. This just leaves the Diancie. Is this a reason to switch to Terrakion now? Nah, Diancie can still clean up. Alright. I need to just not get parried 1 of 2 turns here. Maybe even a third. I might be able to take a third one here. That was where they needed it. Please? Alright, just one more. Just one more, Blastoise. Just one more, Blastoise. You can do it. It all comes down to this. One more, Blastoise. One more. Because if we don't get it, there's a very good chance we lose. Because Terrakion will die to Moonblast. Mandy's almost guaranteed to die to Moonblast. Blastoise, please? Let's go, Blastoise! The Blastoise sweep! I knew it could do it in this matchup. I didn't expect it to go this way. But holy cow. We got the win. We actually got the win. Oh my god. What a... Jeez. I can't believe we somehow pulled that one out. But Blastoise did it. I knew Blastoise could do it. Blastoise finally got the sweep. We took out the... Was that 5? That was 5 kills for Blastoise. I just realized. Yeah, because Serena got the kill on the Finny, and then that was it. I got 5 kills with Blastoise. I killed the Superior, the Registeel, the Incin, the Diancie, and the Lando, all with Blastoise. That puts Blastoise at, like, one of the kill leaders, because now it's 10-2. That's insane! GG's to Bailey, of course. The Paras were... With how long I sat in there, in retrospect, probably got about average luck. It's just, it was a very, very consistent para. Like, I was getting parried a lot, and I was worried that Blastoise couldn't do it, but Blastoise just had enough in the tank. Because Blastoise is a tank, and I would have lost to Diancie. I felt fine, but the fact that I didn't really respect Superior enough, I don't think, in this matchup. So, yeah, but that will do it. We actually got the win, 4-0. Doesn't put us into the top threshold yet, because, like, the top, there's, like, it's 6 for playoffs, and the top 2 get buys. We're not in that threshold yet, because the top 2 are also 4-0, but they also have better differentials than myself. At this point, we're plus 12 on differential. The 2 people above us have plus 14 and plus 15, so we're not breaking into the top threshold yet, but this certainly helps a lot to get up there. We're catching up, and keeping ourselves very much alive in this playoff run. We need 3 wins to guarantee playoffs. It's 7-4 for guaranteed playoffs. 6-5 is dicey, depending on your differential. So, that is going to do it. Blastoise in a dream. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.